Hi guys, Lee here with your free market update. Let's take a little look at our Pro Trading System radar screen trades over several weeks here with these signals. As you can see, I've got a list of currency pairs here, and we've got the Pro Trading System, our flagship trading system here, giving us long trends and short trades. Okay, so for example here, the euro dollar, which is the very top one in the majors here, it's been in a short trend for 10 weeks. It's making 747 pips. If it's green, it's making that amount of pips. If it's red, it's losing that amount of pips. You can see there's plenty of green. I'm going to get to my point in 1 second. You see the pound US dollar 10 weeks short, 864 pips. So if you'd have shorted the market 10 weeks ago on this signal, you'd be up 864 pips. You can see it changing here in real time. Now the dollar yen, 32 weeks green it's been. It's been a long trend for 32 weeks. 1,942 pips, guys. It's changing here in real time, as you can see. Euro yen, 534 pips. So we've had some monster moves. But I think next week, after this bank holiday here in the UK, I think that we're going to see some short-term reversals, okay? I think we'll see some more downside in the stock indices. We'll look at those in a second. But I think some of these trends that we've seen, that you can see, if I go into the bar count here, this is the amount of weeks, 32 weeks, that's a long time to be in an uptrend. And I think, 10 weeks here, 10 weeks, Euro New Zealand, Euro Aussie, 872 pips. So I think when these numbers get really big, for me, that tells me we could be in for a short-term reversal. Is the trend going to change? Well, I think the trend is still higher. As you can see on our Aussie yen market here on the weekly time frame, we've got up to 94.20 on the Pro Trading System after the original buy signal here at 82.89. So a very nice move indeed, a huge move. And it's still strong. Our momentum indicator still looks strong, but I think it's starting to peak for a nice little pullback into this area here, and then we could look to go again. All right, so for me, I'm just going to be a little bit more patient now for these pullbacks. Euro dollar, I think, is going to have a decent size reversal, which could be about a 300 to 400 pip move, because we're 10 weeks down here. And I think the likes of the dollar yen, euro yen, Aussie yen are also going to come down as well. Let's have a little look at these Euro New Zealands and Euro Aussies as well, because they're some FX pairs that some people don't tend to look at. But let's dive into the chart and see where we are with those two pairs. So here's the Euro Australian dollar on the weekly time frame. Nice trend predictor, giving us a down week this week, which has been really nice. And it looks like we could see some more downside here. And so at the moment, this market is up about 870 odd points. But we can see some more downside. We had a couple of hammers here, hammer reversal candlesticks, gave us a heads up that we might see a bit of a reversal to the upside. But at the moment, it doesn't look too extended to the downside, the storyteller, not like this peak on the storyteller here. So we could get down to 140 on this market and see more downside. But there is a pattern setting up here on the daily chart. Let's have a little look at that. If you can see here, if I give you a bit of a bigger picture, there you go. You see there's a bit of a left shoulder. There's a head. This could be some sort of right shoulder forming here, an inverted head and shoulders. So we've got a red Pro Trading System. We might get down to 146 here. But then, guys, let's keep our eye out, because the entry would be a green Pro Trading System to the upside with this reversal. Now, a head and shoulders is a reversal pattern, an inverted one here where it's the opposite side to a topping pattern. Okay, we're looking for long side trades where we would be looking for short side trades at the top of a trend. So we'll see how we close this evening, Friday, and into the weekend. It's a long weekend here in the UK, and then we'll see how it wants to behave next week. So we get a green PTS here. I'll certainly go long with that daily pattern. Let's have a little look at the German Dax. As I said, we're in a very interesting place here. we're sort of sitting sideways, and we had a nice red pro trend system sales signal at 14,098, got all the way down to first profit target at 13,640, which is a nice 400-point move to the downside. Now, the markets tend to go in waves, so this pull down and then pull back into potential next move down. I've got targets of 12,947 on the pro trading system. Now, if we start to break this Friday's candlestick, which would be, as I'm doing this in real time live, is around 14,000, which is a big psychological number as well. If we break that 14,000, we could see that flush quite easy down to 12,947. Okay, so as long as we stay below this key area here, which is about 14,600, then it has every opportunity of rotating down into next week. Now, if we take a little look at the weekly time frame, you can see the weekly is stuck inside these moving averages on the German Dax. We've got moving averages coming down on price, moving averages coming up on price. So we're in these crocodile jaws here where we're getting sideways price action. Now we need to break above those moving averages with a green pro trend system, or we break this 13,500 area here. And if we do that, then we're going to meet those targets that I mentioned down below. Okay, so as we go into next week's trading, we got to be keeping our eye on, especially for our short-term trading. Here's the dollar yen, incredible move higher. Lovely pro trend system buy, lovely momentum. It is very extended. We're into the psychological numbers of 131, 132. A pullback here, we're still in an uptrend. All right, and I think, you know, I'm on the lookout for a short-term pullback in these markets. For the resumption of an up move and a pullback into an up move. Okay, so I'm not going to buy the market up here. As I said, on our pro trading system, it is already very, very extended. And if you look at the results, you know, 1,900 pips, guys, which is a hell of a move for this market. Let's take a little look at Twitter. It's been obviously all over the news with Elon Musk buying Twitter. You can see nice move up here. I mentioned this a few weeks ago on a newsletter. We've got this pattern forming here. It looks like a bit of a triangle formation setting up here. You can see this nice 1, 2, maybe 3. Okay, so this is a bit of a 3. This is a 4. Triangles tend to come in the 4th wave, and then we're going to see this 5th wave continuation. So a break above these highs will see us pushing even higher with this triangle formation. The market that's very interesting at the moment is Amazon, because that's missed on making a loss for the first time. So I think since 2015, don't quote me on that. But look, pro trend system buy. This is what fascinates me about technical analysis and trading. You know, this news come out just recently here. I mean, we've got the sell signals way back in sort of early April, red pro trend system sell signal, and it really came from a monthly sell signal, as we spoke about on our Monday night gathering with all of our members on swing trade. Every Monday night we're doing swing trades, and we had a trend predictor here telling us that April would be a down month, and it's proved to be absolutely fantastic on Amazon share price. All right, guys, so some really interesting markets. I'm fascinated always as I look at these charts, as I scan the markets for new setups, and I'm keeping my eye out for the DAX trade, the Euro trade. All these markets are very extended, and maybe next week we should see some sort of pullback, which are tradable opportunities that we could take advantage of as traders. All right, speak to you soon. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye bye now.